Hiya folks, it's me Panda, and today I want to bring you guys another story that I want to share with you guys. The story is a little bit depressing, so I apologize. That's like my main disclaimer, I guess, of this video. It's a little bit depressing, but it's also empowering, I guess, in some ways. Anyway, I want to really talk about bullying and how it is very, serious matter. I want to share with you my story of how I got bullied. Lately, I've been reading a lot of stories on Facebook, on social media, on newspapers and stuff of young kids like doing suicide because they're getting bullied, and parents are always, in every article, literally every article that I come across, parents are always saying, we didn't see any signs, there were no signs, we didn't know that our child was getting bullied, and it's not their fault. And obviously it's not their fault that the child's getting bullied, but I just thought to myself, I want to share you guys my story of what happened to me in my past and how I got bullied and how I got through that situation. So I guess let me start off by saying I got bullied in high school. Now, if you're not in the UK, high school starts at the ages of 11 to 16 years old. That's, you got your 5 years, and in that 5 years, that's your high school years, obviously. It started in the first year of high school. My high school basically, predominantly, it is more Asian, Southeastern Asian. So there was a load of Pakistanis, loads of Indians, there was a load of Caucasians, there was a load of people from Jamaica, Africa, but there was just a handful of people that come from a background, Bangladeshi background. When I first started high school, I guess I was a very quiet person. I didn't have friends. I was more of a loner. I felt very awkward. I was the only Bangladeshi girl in my class. There was one girl, she's mixed race, and she used to always pick on me. I can't remember exactly when it started, but I can remember it was in the first year that, I was sitting there, and then she would give me like sly remarks. Bengalis are fishy. I saw Asian girls are supposed to be thin, but I guess she would look at me, I guess not all people are skinny, these kind of remarks. At first I was like, okay, whatever, she's like probably, she's probably picking on everyone. If I stay quiet, probably she won't, notice me. But it just kept on going worse. Every day I used to come to school, she used to say something to me. She used to she used to laugh about the shoes that I wear, because in high school we have uniform, so I actually liked the uniform style, because I know back then my family was struggling a lot, and obviously if I went in with the clothes that I had, obviously I would have got more picked on. So I was like, thank you to my school for having a school uniform, so at least they didn't pick on me on my clothes. And but this particular girl, I call her Mrs. A. Miss A basically used to always, talk about me, used to always say direct comments, indirect comments. She used to laugh behind my back, used to tease me on the shoes that I used to wear. I mean, it was really hard for me. It got so hard. There was one time, I think in the second year when I got into year 8, it got even worse. And this time she got other girls involved in the bullying. And I remember there was another girl, she came in from another school, and she was just transferred into the class. And the teacher, because I was a very, quiet, and I didn't really interact much, so the teacher thought that maybe he can get me and that new transfer student to make friends with each other. And so My form teacher told me to, you know, hang around and, you know, just tell her about how, I don't know, how the school works. I showed her her class, and I was like, okay. I had no friends, so I said, okay then. What happened was that she came one day into school, like the first week she got transferred, and then I showed her around and she was fine. She was like happy and she was fine. And then the second week she disappeared. She didn't come back to school, and she didn't come back to school till a good 1 month. And when she did come back to school, teachers escorting her back into the class. I tried my best to find her as well, because that was the sort of person, when she used to not come to school, I used to wonder, oh, what's happened to her? You know, I was very concerned about her. But then she told me that she used to wag, meaning that she never used to attend school. So I used to ask her where she used to go. She used to say to me she used to go to anywhere. She just didn't want to come to class. So I said, okay, that's fine then. And then she started hanging around with Miss A. And Miss A was a very jealousy person. So she was like, when she heard about the new transfer student, she volunteered to, you know, take the student around, you know, this, that. And the form teacher didn't, you know, pick her. So she was very jealous. So I guess after that, she started to get the new transfer student in bullying me. So now I had 2 people that bullied me in class. It was getting worse. It's getting worse and worse and worse day by day. And so what happened was that, you know, that new transfer student, she forgotten all the nice things that I used to hang out with her at lunchtime. We used to joke around. I mean, she literally put a knife in my back, as you can say, and she actually started bullying me as well because of my ethnicity, because of my weight, because of the way I looked. Back then, I didn't wear a veil back then. I only had a headscarf, and trust me, the headscarf wasn't even called a headscarf. It was like you just fall off my head. It's like the Asian style, Southeastern Asian, you know what I'm saying. She was like really, really 10 times worse than Mrs. A, because she was literally in every of my classes, and especially she was in my music class. I really enjoyed music, but but she ruined the classes for me. Mrs. A was in my music class, they was in my history class, they were in my English class, they were in my maths class. I mean, stinking, they were in every single class. And it was really hard for me. I mean, I made friends in the second year with a group of Pakistani girls, and till today I am still friends with 2 of them girls, and I would say they're my close friends. I mean, even though they have their own lives now, they've gone to do their own thing, but we always contact each other. I'm so grateful to have met them in high school. Back then, Mrs. A actually bullied my group of friends as well. After a while, Mrs. A started turning to them and started bullying them. Back then, everyone was so scared. We wasn't scared of her particularly, because we all knew that she had a mouth. But with me, to the point that I didn't want to come to school, even though I had 100% attendance. I told the teachers, like, you know, this girl is bullying me. They couldn't stop it. It's like the teachers doesn't care. And the thing is that I didn't want to tell my parents. I didn't want to tell my mom. I didn't want to tell my sister, my brothers, or anyone that I was going through, you know, this kind of period of my life. Yeah, like I said, bullying kept on going on. In year 9, Mrs. A was in my history class, and she was like literally, you know, trying to tear me down. I remember in history class, she kept on moaning, I don't want to work with her, she smells of fish, I don't like her, she can, you know, move off somewhere else. I don't want to work with someone that's, you know, basically, she was being racist, basically. And because I was the only Bengali girl, I didn't really say much. I just kept my head down. I was like, oh God, please, you know, how many hours left until school finishes? I mean, I didn't get into any fights, and I read on the papers, like on social media, on Facebook, I read on, like, kids, they go through so much abuse. Even if they turn to teachers should, like, at least do something. There was one teacher, he was my English teacher, and he knew it. I told him that, look, I'm getting bullied by this girl. She's in my English class, and you know what? He was so sweet. He told me that every class I can leave at least 10 minutes early. So 10 minutes early. So if I do the 10 minutes work as quick as possible during class, he'll let me go. And he used to let me go all the time. It was the only time that I thought that, you know, in high school that, oh, you know, at least one teacher knew how I felt, and so that would relieve me from all the stress that, oh, I have to face her when I go home. She probably might hit me, beat me up or whatever. So because I used to go home 10 minutes early, I was like really happy. I used to avoid that. But like I said, I didn't really tell my mom because my mom at that time, I didn't want to stress her out because she was working hard. During high school period was very hard for me and my family because my father passed away, and then my mom had to work hard, and she worked hard, and may Allah, you know, may God give her more strength. She's working still today, and I love my mother to bits, and I just didn't want to stress her out with my things, with my situation that's happening in school. So everything that I battled, it was because of my friends that I was with. They was really nice, and also there was a few teachers that understood me, they understood my situation. I guess when we got into year 10, when we had to pick our own subjects, it was a little bit okay because I had 1 or 2 lessons without Mrs. A. But like I said, I got through it because I was happy that I had a good group of friends. When I think about high school, I think about all the horrible things that happened to me, and the things that I shared with you was a couple of things that I did go through. There are kids out there, you know, think that they're on their own, but you're not on your own. You just need to reach out. You need to reach out, and you need to tell someone. You need to talk to someone. I mean, talking, like, having your own group of friends would be nice. If you don't have friends, just like me, I didn't have friends, I turned to some teachers. It's good to turn to someone. If you're going through something very difficult, it's good to talk it out. It's good to talk to an adult about someone that you can trust, someone that is in a position that they can take action. I spoke to many of my teachers, and some of the teachers wasn't bothered, but they were, like I said, there was my English teacher, there was also my form teacher. He did care. He cared for me. He knew our situation that was going on, but I still thought that my form teacher didn't do as much as my English teacher did. He let me go early. I mean, I know letting go early from class is nothing, but he told me that, you know, it'd be better if you go out early, go home early, then you don't need to clash with that person. And you know, it's good. He encouraged me to seek more help, and I did. I relied on my friends, I relied on God, I relied on the people that I can talk to. Like, I reached out to people like my head teacher, I reached out to my home teacher, I reached out to my English teacher, my RS teacher. I mean, they all helped me, and I guess after seeing all that support, the bully backed off in year 11, and obviously everyone had to concentrate in classes. So after the end of our GCSEs, I guess I didn't see much of that bully, and I really didn't see that bully after when I left high school. So I guess they didn't bully me at the end. But my advice to those people that are getting bullied is to reach out to someone. You must reach out to someone. Don't think you're on your own. I mean, always remember that there's always someone there to try and pull you down, but you're better than that. Don't let anyone to treat you, to make you feel like crap. Go and talk to your teacher, talk to your parents, talk to your brothers and sisters, talk to your friends if you have friends. The best thing to do, talk to a counselor. Maybe they can help you. Definitely someone will definitely help you, and don't let any bully to break you down, because at the end of the day they're more likely to end up at the job center. Do you know what? I saw my bully and one of the girls from her group, from her gang, was at the job center. Now, I'm not knocking those people that was at the job center, but I thought to myself that you bullied me so much in high school. Now, where you ended up at the job center, you know? The thing is that, you know, these bullies are really, they're not usually really clever people, and they're not really clever people. So if you show them that you got support, you got confidence, that you can directly stand up to them and say, you know what, back off, I am a human being, they would feel that, oh my God, she can talk, I can't bully her. So be strong, keep your chin up, always talk to an adult, talk to your parents, because with all due fairness, parents are not, you know, mind readers. We need to talk to them. We as children need to talk to our parents if anything happens. So that's what I teach my sons, actually. If you ever get bullied, you need to directly tell me, and you directly tell the teacher. You need to directly tell the teacher and face them off, because one of the things that bullies don't like is to get intimidated. Now, if you stand up on your own 2 feet, you stand up against bullies, they back off. They won't even pick on you. They won't even start a fight. They will think to myself that, whoa, I'm not going to start a fight with her, you know. You know, if she's not scared of me, there's no point of starting, you know, a fight. They usually work on your fears. And I guess if you are quiet and reserved, and it's okay to be quiet and reserved if that's your personality, but don't show weakness, show your strength. So I hope this video is in any benefit for those that has went through this kind of situation or is going through this situation. So yeah, folks, that was my story on how I got bullied in high school. So I'll see you next time with me, Panda. Bye.